Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be reviewing chapter 1001 of One Piece. Now, I didn't do chapter 1000 and that is mainly just because I didn't have enough time to be able to do it, and then when I did have enough time it just was a bit too late to do it in my opinion. Like it was like on Wednesday or Thursday, and that's like 3 days after it came out, so I just thought everyone's probably seen the video already or someone else doing it, and I just thought there was no point of me doing it. But I did really love it, and I will show some of the images in this one or I'll show one image because I'll be talking about it as well, because it's going to be affecting what happens right at the beginning here. So yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so at the beginning we get to see the damage, or we kind of get to see the damage that Luffy actually done to Kaido. So he's like just saying his punch actually damaged me, because he's actually shocked just that he's been damaged by Luffy, who he thought, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, done no damage to him. It was just like little flies just hitting him, and now he's been able to do damage to him. And so I actually absolutely love that he's actually been able to do damage, because that move Red Rock was such a sick thing. He just jumped up in the air and then bopped him in the head. Now with that one punch, I'm pretty sure he done more damage than Kinemon and then all the rest of the Scabbers actually done all together, because like it was basically fine after that. It was like maybe just like a little tiny cut, but Luffy's actually absolutely just done more damage than that in one punch, and it's absolutely insane how strong Luffy is now. And he's actually on the road to become Pirate King, especially because he's able to damage Kaido, who is someone who's one of the strongest people who the Navy can't execute, even though they've got like people like Garp, Sengoku, Akainu, people like that who definitely should be able to damage him. Apparently they can't. I don't know why, I don't know how they can't, but yeah. And it had like everyone in shock. Like Zoro was shocked about like the haki that he used. He was like, oh, that was the one that the old man used, or the whole man taught him. And then Kid, for some reason, he thought that no physical attacks hurt Kaido. Okay, do you know how dumb that is? So he wanted to fight Kaido, but then he thought no physical attacks would work. What the hell was Kid gonna do? Like, was he just gonna like put water over him or something, even though that he's got a fish fruit, so he might be able to like breathe underwater because he's got a fish fruit. I'm not sure how his fruit works, but yeah, there's like no way of him being able to get killed unless you actually do damage to him. And then Kid's like, oh yeah, didn't know physical blows worked. And then even Killer thought, oh, then we actually have a chance of winning now. So they just went in there thinking that they're not going to be able to do any damage or something. I don't even know what they were thinking. They're just so dumb. Kaido is so confused about Luffy being able to hurt him, because like just as I was saying, 2 weeks ago he wasn't able to do any damage to him, and now he's able to just do damage to him, and he's so shocked because it's never happened before. And then he's so shocked that he actually puts him in the same bracket as people like Shanks, Odin, Whitebeard, Roger, and then Zebek or something like that. I've forgotten how you say his name. You know, the person who was in charge of the Rocks crew, you know, that guy. He's put him in the same bracket as those guys, and saying that he will reach their level someday, and that's absolutely insane. And the thing that I love about it is that Oda's put Luffy in front of Shanks, and I think that it just shows how similar they are and how similar Kaido sees them as. One thing that I don't understand from this picture is that they've got Zebek, Roger, Whitebeard, and Odin, but they don't have people like Big Mom. Big Mom's not there. Maybe that's just because Kaido thinks that he could easily beat Big Mom. Garp isn't there, even though that Garp is definitely on the same level as Roger, so Garp should definitely be there. And then when people say that the admirals are as strong as the Yonko, he hasn't put any of the admirals there, like not even a Kainu or something like that. Sengoku's not there. I'm not sure if he would be able to do damage to him, because he does have that tremor thing where he like makes vibrations in that little bubble thing. I don't even know what he does. I've forgotten what he does. Sengoku isn't there, and I think I have a feeling I'm forgetting one person, but I just can't think of who it is. Oh yeah, Blackbeard. Blackbeard's not there, but Kaido's really never been able to do anything with Blackbeard. He's never seen him, I don't think. He's never had like communications with him. He just knows that he was an underling to Whitebeard. Luffy did really hurt him when that was before even the time skip. So I think that Luffy is probably at the same strength as Blackbeard, and I might even say a bit stronger. It's just that Blackbeard's more feared because he's got 2 devil fruits and he's just taken over a lot of land. He's got a massive army, unlike Luffy's just got like his own little team. And then he does have the like 2,000 soldiers that like, or not soldiers, but the 2,000 people that follow him. But if it's just going to be their crew against his crew, then there's quite a big difference between the size of them. Now we get to see another clear thing of Luffy getting stronger since Curie. That was 2 weeks ago. So now Luffy is able to dodge Kaido's Thunder Bagua, I think it's called. I've forgotten how you say it. Like I'm not sure how you say it. Like Thunder Bagua, you know, it's like massive one-shot killing thing that he done to Luffy that absolutely destroyed him on one hit. He's able to kind of dodge it. He does get hit by it, but he's able to see into the future. Now that is because he's gotten stronger, but I don't think it is maybe Luffy, because before when he was fighting Kaido, he was absolutely off his head and he wasn't calm. And we remember from Katakuri saying that you have to be calm to be able to utilize future sight. So then he wasn't able to really use it, but now he is because he's a lot calmer and he knows that his crew's fine and everything. Now, when I read this scene for the first time, I got absolutely hyped. Zoro, one of my favorite characters in the whole series, has got a new move where he's just robbed it from Kinemon, bro. Kinemon's just given him this move, yeah? His Foxfire style, bro. He's been able to cut Prometheus in half. Now, that is 2 out of the 3 homies things that are from Big Mom Soul that have been cut by people. Brook cut Zeus, and now Zoro's been able to cut Prometheus. Now, I'm not sure if they've been able to, like, if he's put himself back together or not, but he was able to cut him in half, and it was absolutely sick. I absolutely just got so hyped when I read that he got the Foxfire, being able to cut fire in that, and it's just so sick. Now, I love the way that Zoro absolutely commands Luffy on the battlefield, because back in Punk Hazard, he said, Luffy, don't lose focus because we've only just gone into the new world, and now he's saying, don't lose focus for a single instant, Luffy, because everyone knows what Luffy's like. He just keeps on concentrating on other things and not actually on Kaido. And it's a good thing that Zoro said this, because Kaido was literally just about to take a massive thunderbug war against him again, and then Law says Luffy just to have his little tsundere moment. All right, Law is a tsundere to Luffy now. He's having a go at him because he's just saying, I just want to make one thing clear, I was already planning to move the samurai below. He's having his little tsundere moment where he's like, you don't tell me what to do, I do my own thing, and it just so happened that it was the same thing that you wanted me to do. I love the dynamic between Law, Kid, and Luffy. I think it's so sick. They're so funny together because Law's like this strict and calm person who just follows the rules and everything, and he just takes everything so seriously. And then Kid is just like, he's kind of like that, but then he's like half Law and half Luffy. Kid is, because he is serious, but then he also has his stupid moments like Luffy does. And then Luffy's just out of, like, he's just always stupid. And one thing that is one of my favorite parts in this chapter is when Prometheus uses heavenly bonbons. We haven't seen that move before, where it basically just shoots 3 fireballs at people, or it just shoots fireballs at it, and he shot out 3 fireballs this time. And then Law, Kid, and Luffy just play chicken with the fireballs. I'm not sure if that's an English term or not, but if you don't know what it is, it's basically where, or in England, it's where it's very dumb. No one do it at home. It's stupid, but where you basically stand in the road, wait for a car to come, and it's just like you got to move last minute to try and get away from the car. Don't ever do that. It's very dumb. You could get very badly hurt. But they do it with the fireballs, and then the faces that they do is so funny. I love the way that Law's doing it as well, because Law is the person that you would think that wouldn't do it, but for some reason he is doing it. It's like with Robin, because Robin's the serious person, but then when she saw Luffy was in prison, she made that stupid face. I'll put it up on screen now if you don't remember it. And Law's basically doing the exact same thing. And Robin and Law are very similar people. They're very strict and very serious. I just love the way that Oda's making, like, not being as strict with them, because it adds to their characters, I think. Zoro and Killer are actually like the mature people of their group, because they're the ones that have gone in to go and attack Kaido and Big Mom when Luffy, Law, and Kid have just gone and got hit by the fireballs because no one wanted to move out of the way, because no one wanted to be the weakest. Law and Killer jump up and then absolutely slice Kaido, but what a surprise, it doesn't do any damage. It's literally just like a fly cut him, so nothing really happened. It just like it's basically, it looks like tire marks on his neck. That's all it is. So they're gonna have to do something else, or it's just basically gonna be Luffy trying to do all the damage. Now Zoro does say that he's got to unleash more of like Enma a bit, so I don't know, because it does use up a lot of haki, so I don't know if he could use like as like a last ditch move like all of his haki into like an Enma slice, and then he gets like obviously passed out like Luffy did with Gear 4. So that might happen with Zoro, so like it puts like Law, Kid, Luffy in like a better advantage to be able to take down Kaido after that. That could happen, but I'm not sure. But it'll be interesting to see what Zoro does with Enma, because that was the only blade that cut Kaido before obviously Luffy just went and punched him, even though that's not cutting him with a blade. Now we get to see a really cool move from Kid here, where he uses Punk Rotten and he makes this massive robot metal thing, and I think it's one of the coolest things that I've ever seen in One Piece. Like, Law has got such a sick ability where he just like he's able to make that little room and then basically control almost everything inside that room and be able to move everything around, switch people, make people's hearts swap, swap. And so I think that's so cool. But I genuinely would put this move that Kid uses above anything that we've seen before in One Piece. Like, honestly, it's so cool. He makes this massive like punk rock metal like robot kind of thing out of his like obviously his electromagnetic ability where he can like control metals and that. And so they're all about to hit Kaido, even though that they're not going to be able to do damage apart from Luffy, because Luffy's the only one that can use the haki that is strong enough to hurt him, because Law's just going to drop rocks at him. I don't know what Law thinks is going to happen with that, because it's just going to be like nothing. Kaido tanked like loads of hits from Gear 4 Luffy and it done nothing to him. Kid's ability is not going to do anything to him because it's not going to be strong enough to actually hurt him. So I'm not sure what they're doing. But Kaido does say that they're monsters in their own right. So I think that is such a cool thing where he's actually like giving them the credit that they deserve, how strong they are. Because obviously he didn't do that before, and now he's actually saying that they're actually monsters. So I actually really like that. Now, I have a question. Would Law's Gamma Knife be able to either kill or really badly damage Kaido? Because we saw it happen to Doflamingo, but Doflamingo was able to stitch himself back together. And I know that Kaido can't do that, but will his durability be able to stop that from happening, or would it just be able to damage him from the inside like always? Luffy gets the first punch in right in his stomach, and it completely like twists Kaido around. Then Law just like punk vices him. He just like puts him in the middle of his two fists and then slams together, and then Law just drops rocks on him. I'm not sure what like Law's gonna do with that. There's so many better things that Law can do apart from just dropping rocks. Law can be the strategist. He can like be able to help them like move out of different positions, be able to move them closer to Kaido when they need to, move Kaido closer to them so then they could like punch him like they did with Doflamingo, because Law was so sick in that Doflamingo fight. I don't know why he just doesn't do something like that. He's just trying to like make himself look cooler than he actually is because of it being Kid and Luffy. Now this is when Kaido turns into his dragon form. I don't know why he does this, because I swear that his dragon form is weaker than his like Oni kind of humanoid form. I'm not sure why he changes into his dragon form. Maybe it was just to get out and so he could fly with Big Mom and look cool in this last image of them just over the top of them. And now something that I have noticed that I think, I'm not sure if this is like going to be correct or not, but obviously because Big Mom and Kaido are both stronger than all of these people, Luffy, Law and that, so I think that's why they're at the top of the screen. Luffy, Law and Kid like are like floating in the middle of it, so it's showing that they're stronger than Killer and Zoro. So it's kind of like Luffy, Law and Kid aren't on the same level as Big Mom and Kaido yet, but then they're stronger than Zoro and Killer. I'm not sure if I'm looking into that too much. I think that's what he's trying to like go with. I'm not sure though. You know, I'm not Oda. He's probably just done it just to make it look cool with them looking down on him. But yeah, I think it looks so sick anyway. It's probably my favorite panel of the chapter. But yeah, I just absolutely love it. And then it finishes off with Kaido saying, whoever wins gets that much closer to the King of the Pirates. So whoever wins this is basically going to become King of the Pirates. I'm guessing that's what it's saying. All right, that was a phenomenal chapter, 1001. It's probably one of my favorite chapters of this arc. I absolutely love it, and I think it's so cool. Now, there will be a 1 week break on One Piece next week. It's going to go on January the 1st, and it's January the 18th for me at the moment when I'm recording this. So I will see you with the next One Piece chapter on January 31st. If you did enjoy the video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It will mean so much to me. I will love you forever, and I will see you in the next video. I hope everyone has a good day, and peace.